Happening today, President Trump is coming to Indianapolis to reveal the first details about his tax reform plan.
He'll speak at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Brittany Lewis is there live. You had a chance to talk with both Republican and Democratic leaders about this, Brittany?
Yeah, Scott, and both with a lot to say about the president's trip to Indianapolis today. He will be speaking here at the Indiana Farm Bureau building at 3 o'clock today. He will be speaking to an invitation-only crowd. His speech is expected to last about 15 minutes, according to a senior White House official. And that speech will include information about simplifying the tax code, eliminating certain loopholes, and specific proposed rates for individuals, small businesses, and corporations. He's also expected to touch on some of the budget work Vice President Pence did during his time as governor here in Indiana. That's one of the reasons why the Indiana Republican Party chairman believes President Trump picked Indiana as the place to make this tax reform speech.
I think a lot of it has to do with he can tell a real success story from Indiana, that this isn't just a hypothetical. He's going to be able to talk about what Governor Pence did when he was here, now Vice President, the tax reform that he did, the $3 billion he's put back into Hoosiers' pockets, and the impact that it's had here to reduce unemployment and to increase the number of jobs.
Others have suggested his trip here has something to do with Senator Joe Donnelly. Donnelly is considered one of the most vulnerable Democratic senators up for re-election, and according to multiple reports, President Trump and his administration are hoping to get him to vote with them on tax reform. Here's what Indiana's Democratic Party chairman had to say about that.
Certainly, he is a person that the president would need to vote to support this plan. But Joe Donnelly is going to listen to Hoosiers, going to listen to whatever plan comes forward and see if it's the best thing. So he can come and try to persuade, but Joe's going to make sure that he's doing the best thing for Indiana.
Senator Donnelly will be traveling on Air Force One with President Trump here to Indianapolis. We plan to bring their arrival to you live on Wish TV, as well as President Trump's entire speech. Scott and Lauren.
All right, big day on developing, and thanks for getting us sort of a groundwork as to how it's going to unfold, Brittany. Governor Holcomb will not